Hello everyone, gonna be doing something a bit different tonight. Mega Man X for the Super Nintendo is one of my many favorite games, but it's one of my favorite games. It's a big one for my childhood because Mega Man X, the original, is actually the first video game I ever finished, that I was ever able to beat and see the ending credits of. And so I saw recently how a mod came out for it, ROM hack, whatever, where you can play as Zero instead of X in the original game. So I thought that sounded pretty interesting. I wanted to check it out, and I just kind of felt like streaming it would be a good way to get me to do it instead of me trying to do it on my own and just keep prioritizing other things and then not getting around to it. I figured if I decided to stream it, I would be more likely to actually do it. So that's what I'm gonna do tonight. And then since it's probably not gonna take the whole stream to do, I'll also do some randomizer stuff with Mega Man X, because there's a randomizer for the game too. And that was actually something I meant to do years ago, was do some videos of the randomizer, so two birds with one stone tonight. Quite a bit different from other games I've been streaming, since this is more of an action game and not so heavy on the story. But it's just something I wanted to do. So let's check it out. I have not played this mod at all. Very familiar with the original game, but I have not played this Project Zero mod. So we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna let the intro play because I think it's different. I don't know if the text is different, but I know this. I know this part is different. And just get a schematic of our character here. I think this is the oldest game I've played on stream. Zero is an S-Class Maverick Hunter from the 17th Elite Unit. Much is still unknown regarding his origins. Awakened, when he originally found Zero, he was extremely violent. When we originally found Zero, he was extremely violent, and he slaughtered all but 3 of our troops. Once Commander Sigma brought him in, however, he was deemed a non-threat. Zero's internal workings are far too complex for me to determine why he originally snapped. I fear the day Zero may reawaken as a Maverick. Yet he has proven himself as a valuable hunter with X as his partner. Was I right in my decision to allow him to join the Maverick Hunters? Dr. Kane. So yeah, they did change the text. That's cool. Nice. Oh yeah, I forgot his bolt was blue. Is it normally blue in the original game? Or is that just I don't know. Kind of thought it was green in the first game, but that is kind of an oddity for the series either way. By a lot. Oh yeah, by quite a bit. Let me see, what was the original release date of this? $1993. I was 2 years old when this game came out. Oh, nice, we got Zero's theme for the opening stage. Ooh, he's got a high jump. No dash yet. Okay, I was wondering about that. I still have to unlock the dash. I like that his charge shot does look more like his charge shot. Oh, the fully charged one is green. That's backwards, but it kind of works, I suppose. No sword yet, huh? I wonder if he has his sword in this mod. Oh, that's different. They changed the enemy layouts, okay. You know, as nice as Zero's theme is, the version of it in this game is a little repetitive. Maybe they should have just left the original stage theme for this stage. Because the original music for this stage is quite a bit less repetitive than this. Come on down. I wonder how the fight with Vile is gonna go. Am I still gonna lose that one? Never seen the Mega Man series, so what's Zero's whole story, and is he against Mega Man? He is not. Some of it's meant to be a mystery if you're just getting into the series, but Zero and X are comrades. That bit at the start is just about stuff that kind of like doesn't really come to light in the X series until like the 4th game, when you find out stuff about Zero's past and how like when they first found Zero, he was crazy and violent, but that just kind of stopped being a problem. So Zero and X are comrades who both basically hunt down robots who have gone crazy and are causing destruction and death and that sort of thing. These games are a little light on story compared to other games I've been playing lately, but they do still kind of have story, because, like, it's certainly more story in the X games than in the, like, classic, just Mega Man games. That was a little annoying. Zero's shots, basic shots, are higher up. Now here's one of the actual bad guys. If this goes like it normally does in this game, I'm not going to be able to beat him. You were very aggressive today. So I guess it's actually X who saves the Zero in this mod? Don't you ever get tired of this justice thing? Just die! Yeah, I guess that's how we're playing it. This is normally the other— Why do you have your armor already? I guess that better justifies you being able to do this. So yeah, normally this is the other way around. Looks like I owe you one this time, X. To think Vile's our enemy now. Looks like I got here not a moment too soon. Zero, I know I'm just a B-class hunter, but I'll do anything to help you. Sigma and Vile are powerful. But if we team up... I've received orders to hunt for Sigma's hideout. Don't worry about me, Zero. I won't let you down, no matter what. Good luck, Zero. Sigma, Vile, we're coming for you. And that's all the cutscene we're gonna get until, like, literally the end of the game. Unless this mod changed that. Okay, considering I don't have the dash boots, I'm gonna go for the first boss I usually go for. You can take down these 8 stages and these 8 bosses in any order you want, but, it doesn't say the boss name? That's weird. I hope this isn't, like, I hope this patched properly. Obviously some bosses are kinda easier to deal with first than others, and coming to this stage first is always a good idea, because you get an upgrade to your mobility in this stage, which makes it a lot easier and just a lot more fun to play. I always loved the music in these games. Alrighty, have a good night. So there's no rebalances in this mod? As far as I know, there are rebalances. I forget the details, though. But it's not like a hard mode type of deal, so... Yep. We've got Wily capsules.
Zero, welcome. Oh, allow me to introduce myself. I am Dr. Albert Wily. Remember me yet? No matter. Zero, I present a gift. You were my motivation in life, so I have hidden all of your upgrades in capsules like this one, so please step inside. These boots will grant you a swift dash ability. Seek out the rest of my capsules and you will become unstoppable. Now, Zero, enter and receive my gift. Never forget you are the strongest robot. Destroy our enemies, Zero.
Zero doesn't even know who you are, old man. Oh, I like that animation, that was cool. Man, starting the first game is always awkward because most of these games you have the dash by default. The first one is the only one where you don't, and the game just feels so... It feels wrong if it's kind of slow without having the dash. Yeah, I don't get the impression this mod is gonna be like a hard thing to play through. At least not unless I, like, found the original game hard, which I don't anymore. I've played it too many times. Though I will be streaming some stuff later that is going to be rough for me. That should be interesting. I wonder if the boss is any different. I'd imagine not. Oh, you get stunned by... Oh! It is a little different, because that reaches all the way to the far end of the arena, which is different. That is also different. He does not normally go that fast when he dashes. So that's interesting. They actually rebalanced the bosses a bit. It's still the same basic boss in the end, but it's a slight difference. Not a terribly challenging boss, even with the differences. I like his end of stage and armor get poses. So you beat the Maverick, you get a weapon based on what they had. Each Maverick is weak against something, so you try to go in an order where you can actually exploit their weaknesses. Mostly. But I think... With this game, I usually like to go in a bit of a different order just because of some of the upgrades and stuff. Like, I specifically go to Chill Penguin first just because of the dash boots. And then, I'm gonna come here next. Because the weapon that this guy is weak to is gonna be the one that I would normally get at, like, the very end of the game anyway. Or, like... Yeah, this guy's weakness is gonna be the final, robot I actually go for, so... Might as well just deal with him now. Every stage has got kind of semi-hidden stuff, upgrades. This is this stage's. You kind of have to jump off from the top way up there. And you can get up here for a health upgrade. Neat. That's one of the major differences that the X series brought to the franchise compared to like the original Mega Man games, is having like permanent upgrades. I wonder if I'm gonna get the Z-Saber as an arm upgrade. Game Informer type secrets. Oh! Hey D2, what's up? A lot of the secrets in this game aren't too bad, but sometimes things can be kind of pretty hidden. I need to move these chat boxes a little bit. I need to be careful with this controller, because I've noticed that if I accidentally press a diagonal, my jump just kind of drops. But yeah, the fact that I know this game as well, the original version of this game at least, as well as I do, is why I was kind of like, I'll also play a randomizer of the game later, because I know that this mod is not likely to take me more than just like a couple of hours, I think.
I knew you would find it, Zero. Enter to receive the ultimate helm. Go ahead, try it on those blocks.
It's kind of funny to just have Wily blatantly in the game, considering the X series was always very kind of secretive about that. The fourth game was the only time that they kind of blatantly had Wily shown in like a flashback, and then other than that, anytime they make reference to him, it's always in vague terms. Dang. Could have filled my sub-tank a little more if I hadn't taken that hit. That was kind of funny. Zero's head was poking out before the stage blew up. The graphics weren't meant to accommodate a sprite as tall as his. Let's go, Birdman. This guy's whole shtick is just shooting his babies at you and trying to blow you off the ship. He'd be more dangerous if I didn't have the dash boots at this point, actually. Come to think of it, I've never tried fighting him without that upgrade. That seems like it would be a pain. Mega Man timeline makes no sense to you, especially with the alt timeline for Battle Network. Yeah, some things are not really linked together the best. I do kind of really like how Battle Network is just like a separate universe, though. We're like, what if internet technology took off instead of robots? Hell, I beat him without getting hit. Can you tell I've played this game a few too many times? I've not played this game anywhere near as many times as, say, like a speedrunner, but for someone more casually into it, I've played it quite a bit. I wonder why they removed the name of the boss. That's weird. Oh, okay. The lava's still here. In the original game, the lava would be frozen over anytime you come here after doing Chill Penguin's stage. There's like a few cases like that where, depending on the order you play the stages, it actually affects other stages. Or like, when you beat a certain stage. It's kind of cool.
I grant you ultimate power. With the Super Z-Buster, any weapon you absorb will be chargeable as well. Surpass all of creation.
I guess no Z-Saber in this one. You know, I guess technically Zero obtains the Z-Saber in the second game. Oh, I don't know about the color palette of that. I kind of like the pink bullets better. It was always kind of weird to have the lava be frozen over after doing Chill Penguin, considering, like, you're always going to want to do Chill Penguin first, and then not having... And then, because of that, you just don't have the main hazard of this stage. It's a little silly. Wait. How am I supposed to... I thought I could touch the lava and live. Maybe I need to touch the fire and have invincibility frames. Or maybe it freezes over after I beat the stage. You know what, I'll check that. I'll check that first. Don't mind the game just slowing down. Super Nintendo's struggling to deal with all these sprites that are on screen. Oh. I suddenly just thought I remembered something. And, yeah, I did read. Apparently what I read was correct. That's broken. Apparently the 4th level charge shot actually just pierces armor. It does not give a crap about armored enemies being armored. So you need the lava to go away to get some of the upgrades? Yeah, just that one down there. Where I just died a moment ago because the lava was there. There's probably, I think it's probably possible to get that with the lava, but... I'm gonna see if the lava goes away after I beat the boss or something. Because that could be what they did, instead of having it be like, when you beat Chill Penguin, now it's just like when you beat the boss, maybe. We'll see. I'm now Purple Zero. I wonder how they changed you, because they changed Chill Penguin. I didn't notice any difference with Storm Eagle, though. Is your jump higher? I don't know, you're jumping around a lot. Oh yeah, I have the charged version, I should use it. Ah, you canceled me out of it! Yeah, I'm gonna stop trying to use the charged version now. That actually came a little close for comfort. Can't you cut off his trunk if you use the cut powers? You can! I don't have that weapon, though. And the palette swaps look kind of weird on Zero. There's not much you can really do about that. So let's see. Nope, we still got lava. Okay. Then I'm gonna try my other idea of damage boosting. Yikes. If damage boosting doesn't work, then I'm gonna have to assume that I just I need to come here with more health? I must just need more health, like, it can't be an instant kill, because there'd be no way to get that. So it must be that I, like, just don't have enough health to withstand it right now. That's kind of dumb, actually, but I'll have to come back for that. Well, in the meantime, I can backtrack here to get the one that I missed here. Sometimes I play rather carelessly when I can get away with it. You thought the lava was an instant kill? I kind of thought that, but I also have a memory of actually just, like, tanking it to grab that heart tank, too, so I don't know. Oh, you know what? Yeah, you're right. Sting Chameleon's weapon. That might be how I'm meant to get that. In this version, at least. Dang, maybe I should just do the bosses even further out of order. Just for that reason. Oh, I'm gonna have to come back to this one, though. But that's okay. The thing I'll have to come back for in this stage is right at the beginning. This isn't really a long stage, just in general. Actually, I wonder... Well, I'll do this first. Yeah, what's up, Guardian Robot? Whatever your name is, I don't even know. don't actually know what this thing's weakness is. The Google Translate Mystery Dungeon thing got finished, at least until the mod creator does more of the content. So what I'll be streaming this Sunday instead for the meantime, what I'm planning on is a hard mod, a like hard difficulty ROM hack of Mega Man X. Like, this is just a mod where, hey, you get to play as Zero, that's neat, but there's a mod that completely changes all the stages and tries to make things super difficult. And when I say it tries, I mean it also succeeds.
Magnificent! You even defeated RT-55J!
Apparently that was its name.
Now enter to upgrade your armor. Your damage will be halved.
Thanks, crazy old man. Camera, could you... Thank you. Now I wonder if I can actually get across here without the water. I kind of doubt it, but Zero does have, like, more jumping power than X does. It's probably not gonna work, but... Almost, actually, but nah. You're not a fan of most difficulty hacks, you find that they tend to rely on bad game design to increase their difficulty. You're not wrong. It's not something I usually get into either, but I remember trying the Mega Man X one once, years ago. And it can be a little frustrating at times, but unlike with hard ROM hacks of most games, I was actually able to beat it. And I don't know if that has more to do with it being slightly more fair than most ROM hacks of its type, or if it's just because I'm better at Mega Man X than I am at a lot of games. But I thought it would be interesting to revisit it for stream, because there's a version of it I've never played that kind of rebalanced things compared to the version I played. I thought it would be fun to play both the old version and the new version of the mod and compare them. See how the person's kind of philosophy to stage design changed. I've seen the opening stage to the new version of the hard mode hack, and one thing I note about that is kind of that, like, the old version that I played, a criticism I would have of a lot of the stages is that the design looked bad. Because, like, it was not about looking cohesive or good, it was just about how it served as a platforming challenge. Even if the stage looked really weird in the way it was set up. And I noticed that the way the intro stage was designed in the new version of the hard mode hack actually looked better. It looked more like a real stage. Saw a Chrono Trigger difficulty hack that was crazy, completely ruined the gimmick of the mother computer fight. Yeah, that does not sound like much fun. This is kind of an annoying fight without the weakness weapon. Ah, too soon. stop immediately going invisible again, you piece of crap. One pellet. So with that done, I can go get that heart tank from Flame Mammoth's stage. Alright, here's where that weapon comes into play. This makes you completely impervious to all enemies and obstacles. You can pass right through them. I was totally not thinking of that until D2 pointed it out. Let's see. I could save myself some backtracking if I'm willing to fight yet another boss without the weakness weapon. Yeah, what the heck. Let's do it. Booma Kalanga. You can make your okay boomer jokes here. Oh, that is super nice to be able to just destroy them through the shield. Where's the tornado? Yeah, tornado is good for the turtles. It tears right through normal enemies because, unlike bosses, they do not have invincibility frames, so the tornado is just constantly damaging them every frame. It is nice to come here after beating Octopus, because then you have a barrier to just trivialize that entire elevator. I mean, you still have to worry about the spikes, but you don't have to worry about the helicopter guys at all. They'll just blow themselves up on your barrier. The real question is, what is a Kalanger? I have no idea. Must be some kind of bug, I guess. Just judging from the design, I wonder. Nope, can't quite make that. I still have to do this the usual way. So there's two ways to get this. The easiest way is with the weapon that the boss of this stage gives you. The way that does not necessitate backtracking is to just charge this up and ride it off the edge. But that enemy respawned, that could be a problem. I'll try it though. I'll risk it. Okay, I missed my platform, so I won't risk it. Gotta love NES and SNES enemy respawning. If they're just the least bit off screen, they come back to life. That's a little more difficult as X, because he doesn't have as much jump height, but very doable. The word kawanger derives from Japanese kawagata, meaning stag beetle. Ah, good to know. You shot me, how dare you. You did your job, how dare you. Stop doing your job. Wiki also says he's the only Maverick not to be renamed in the English version. That explains a lot. Oh, you actually kind of stunned just from normal pellets. You think the respawning was a hardware limitation of the NES, but you think the Super Nintendo respawning was by design. Maybe. They probably did have the ability to not have things respawn that way by Super Nintendo, but I don't know. I know even some like more modern games have done that kind of respawning just to pay homage to these old school games. Perish. Did they keep the bonus damage from shooting while dashing in this mod? I don't know, I haven't actually checked. Apparently they, like, made some slight adjustments to some of the bosses, but I keep forgetting about that fact, and I honestly haven't actually noticed with any of them except for Chill Penguin. Ah, they kept the stage hazard even with the lights being out. Now this is why I came here with this. These are also some kind of bug, I guess. Ah, finally, lights back on. Let's bust out the tornado again. You fired that before I even got in here. That's not fair. Now I can actually see the stage outline if I look really closely. I'm gonna get that heart tank without the boomer kawanger weapon just because I can. Yeah, Boomerang Beetle would have been really good. This is not a bad place to grind some life. By abusing the enemy spawn. But I kind of prefer another location I'll have later. Oh, you got me. What the? That's cheeky. Let's see if the dash shot does extra damage. Probably does. I'm gonna need him to land first. Yeah, looks like it. Yeah, it does. Are you still as cheesable, or did they fix that? You're still cheesable. This was always the most hilariously cheesable fight in this game, with the weakness weapon. It's not even fair. Electric Spark. So Octopus is actually going to be the last boss I fight. I think this is the first time I've ever had that be the case. Now, let me just bust out the fire for what's down there. Get out of here with you and your game slowdown. Good thing those spikes don't act like they do in Mega Man 1. Yikes. Okay. You will not deny me my heart tank. Although I wonder... You know, I think Zero might have been able to get up there anyway. even if it had been cleared away. Let's get rid of your armor, shall we? After I let you roll around a bit, because I have to let you do that. Okay, that's different. Oh, I cannot get rid of your armor. The armored armadillo. I can speak tonight. Honestly, the weakness weapon still makes him easy enough, even without being able to strip off his armor. That wall bouncing speed was a little crazy, though. Launch octopus. Time to cheese the underwater section. You've heard you can get leprosy from the scratch of an armadillo. Like, any armadillo, or just ones that are carrying? Is that the last one? No, there's one more. This is always how I fill up the sub-tanks. Wild armadillos, from what you've heard, but never looked into it. Huh. That's crazy if it's just, like, any of them. My first thought is just like, I wonder if it's kind of a rabies situation where only some of them would cause that, but I have no idea. To be fair, I don't really know much about leprosy in the first place. Is that, like, treatable in the modern age? In the southern United States, some armadillos are naturally infected with the bacteria that causes Hansen's disease in people, and it may be possible that they can spread it to people. Dang. Some armadillos. Okay, so it is kind of a rabies situation, but yeah, you can just find it in the wild. You know, that just gave me an idea of how to do this. From your knowledge, it's treatable but not curable. Dang. Stay away from armadillos, I guess. This is my new favorite way to deal with this enemy. I should fight Sting Chameleon early more often. Ah, okay, so it is curable. I'm sure it didn't used to be. But we find treatments for new things all the time. Ah, yes. And I learned this trick, when I raced this. When I did a race of this game, that's when I learned you could just friggin' one-shot that boss with the tornado. Or mini-boss, rather. The joys of enemies not having invincibility frames. Let's cut off Launch Octopus's tentacles for fun. You do not get your homing torpedoes anymore when I'm through with you. Wow, that sucks you in a lot faster, isn't it? What the heck? Oh, you still have your... That's weird. Huh. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling the differences to that boss, too. I'm kind of glad I didn't fight him too early in the lineup. None of the 8 Mavericks are too bad when you're fully upgraded, but I'm glad I didn't do that one without, like, the armor and stuff. Zero, I finally located it. Sigma's fortress is at these coordinates. I'll meet you there. Cool, thanks, X. But first, I'm assuming the Hadouken is, in this mod still. Oh, neat. It doesn't really slow down the game unless it's on screen. Does it normally work that way? I don't remember it working that way. forget how many times you have to do this. Maybe like 5 or something. I think it's 7? Really? No, that's 3. That's 4. Yay! I accidentally pressed a diagonal and the jump just died. It's some kind of weird interact. I think it's a weird thing with the physics of this game that didn't really happen as much on a Super Nintendo style D-pad, but like on the PS4 controller I'm using, it's actually really easy to accidentally hit a diagonal. How many times was that? I kinda forget. I don't know if it's reset. That was my 5th? Okay. Oh hey, an extra life. So that's 6 if it actually counts. I don't think dying would, I don't think dying in the middle of it would matter, because I think you can also do it by just completing the stage and coming back repeatedly, but it's just much faster to just, like, dive and die, so you restart from the checkpoint. But let's see. I'm on my last life here, so let's see what happens with that. Also, if I don't get it here, I should double check the actual mechanics of the Hadouken, just to make sure that it's not, like, missing from the mod or something. Oh, you know what? I'm missing a heart tank. I forgot one. I thought my health bar looked off to me size-wise. I completely forgot that because I hadn't done Launch Octopus's stage, I couldn't get the heart tank in this stage. And the Hadouken doesn't show up unless you have all the upgrades. Now I have all the upgrades. Man. That was a waste of time. Where's the exact point where that respawns? I never actually looked into whether it was actually a thing for sure, but I always felt like those big bats dropped lives more frequently than, like, any other enemy type. It sure seems like a thing so far. I wonder if my previous attempts at the Hadouken are gonna count, too. That would be funny. Actually, I'm just going to ignore you. Off we go. It counted.
Superb. Don the black armor for access to the ultimate tech.
We got Black Armor 0. It's got the same voice clip. I mean, how would it not? I don't really know how. I wouldn't exactly expect them to record a new voice clip. I seem to be having difficulties actually performing the Hadouken. Am I inputting it wrong? Let me see. I mean, I'm not really intent on trying to use it anyway, to be honest, but... Although maybe I should, because it's funny. I wonder if they removed it. I wonder if it's just a black... No, because why would they... I don't know why they would remove it, but I can't seem to do it. Like, I don't know why they would have shown him using it if you actually can't use it, but I don't know. Huh, weird. I'll have to try that later in like the randomizer to see if it's just me not being able to do it or if they actually have it not working in this mod. Either way, it's time to go to the final stages. Zero, you came! I'll run through Sigma's forces to create a diversion while you ambush them. I always loved the moody atmosphere of the music in this stage. Finally making it here as a, like, 4-year-old was very, very cool. Because there were definitely some struggles getting here. Ah! I always seem to have trouble with these platforms as an adult that I didn't as a child. I don't know why. It's like I run into issues with the physics that I just didn't really have a problem with when I was a kid. Like the jumps get screwed up somehow. Maybe I just need to wait until the platform's not moving before I jump. You didn't like the coloring of X's alternate armor in this one. It just wasn't as cool as the original in your opinion. I could see that. Ah. Yeah, I tried to dash jump, and the dash did not happen, and I jumped straight up in the air instead of moving forward, and I don't know why. It's not a problem of this mod, it's a problem I just seem to have with this game. It makes me always dread reaching this part. Oh, they're not quite in sync. Okay. It does seem I'm better off not trying to dash jump, though. If I can avoid it. Blech. No, yeah, I know what you're talking about. When you get the armor, he didn't like it as much as just the default. He did have a nice default design without the armor. Oh. I think what the barrier shield was effective against was altered, because I remember those little turret guys destroying the shield. So what's gonna happen now? Is X gonna sacrifice himself? Vile, you'll pay for Zero! That dialogue is a little weird, but it's also weird in the exact way that the real dialogue of this game is. early 90s translations, yo. Too easy. Surrender, or X is history. Zero, forget about me. He'll just kill us both. Although they wouldn't have said kill back then. I'll give you credit here, X. You saw right through me. Zero, I always despised you. Oh no, whatever will I do? I'm just thinking of that scene in the Google Translated Explorers of Sky where Wigglytuff goes, "Come on, punch me in the face!" There we go. You should not have this theme. You are not Zero. Vile, I won't let you hurt Zero! Yeah, it's just X sacrifice time. This is definitely a more awkward game in the series to try and have a Zero storyline for compared to, like, any of the other ones. I guess kind of the second game, too, technically. Once you get to, like, the third game... from the fourth game onwards, they just started intentionally including Zero as a playable character with his own story, but the third game is one where, like, they really could have just let you play as Zero through the whole game, too, and it's weird how they arbitrarily limited how much you could play as him. There's a mod that fixes that. Fool, you only bought him a few more seconds. Don't worry, you'll reunite in hell soon. Not after I flip my hair. Impossible! Zero, how did you escape? Blast! You're harder to destroy than I thought. No matter. Zero, don't you dare underestimate me. I'll kill you. So edgy. Have these rockets. Oh no, X. Zero, you're okay. I'm glad. I need to return to base for repairs. Oh, so he doesn't die. Cowards. Just have him die. Please promise me you will return safely, please. Why won't you promise me? Does that kind of technically make this, like, the good ending path because no one dies? I always liked using Sting Chameleon's weapon here because this tower is just such a pain. It's, like, not worth trying to do it the regular way. Ugh. Why does that sound like that? There's two of you! That's new. Okay, that's interesting. So they had a last second surprise for me with this mod. That's gonna be interesting. Oh yeah, that is why that sounded like that. That's an interesting way of dealing with the fact that, like, normally when you get here, the fact that you have their weakness weapon and, like, all the armor and all the health upgrades kind of trivializes them. That's interesting. I wonder how that's gonna affect some of the other fights, having two of them on screen at once all the time. I'm just going to ignore all of you now. I was always bad at this. When you're lucky, sometimes you have like a path where it's pretty easy to tell at a glance that he's not going to be in a certain spot at least, but otherwise I'm usually pretty bad at following these paths at just a quick glance. I was wondering when you were going to do that. You won't last much longer. Oh, it only took one more. Cool. I remember as a kid, I figured out this guy's weakness, but I don't think I figured out the weakness of the next two bosses. I know their weaknesses now, but I didn't as a kid. I love the atmosphere of the music in the first stage. It's a good way to introduce you to the end of the game. But this was always my favorite track in the game, I think. Or at the very least, my favorite of, like, the Sigma stages. Having some problems with the jumping again. I don't think that's because the platform was moving, I think it's because I'm hitting a diagonal in midair. Like I said, that just kind of kills the jump for whatever reason. I was half tempted to go dig out my old Super Nintendo controller for this, but... well, I really wasn't all that tempted. I should say, I would have liked to play this with my Super Nintendo controller, but... I was too lazy to go, like, hunting for it. Because I don't even know what box it's in. Wait, is there just one of you? Huh. I wonder if this one is... I wonder if this one got glitchy with two of them. Surely it's not just Boomer Kawanger that does the double thing. I love how, like, when he doesn't choose to dash, you can just immediately hit him with the fire again. That fight can go by really quick, depending on the RNG. I think Storm Eagle is up next. Let's see if they doubled him up. Actually, I'm not going to use his weakness weapon, because his weakness weapon is also the main boss's weakness. So I'd rather save... Yep, there's two of them. This is going to be interesting. Oh, it's double the power. When they're both flapping like that, it actually sends me across the screen faster than usual. Yo, can I see your health gauge? Yo, having two of these kind of sucks, actually. What would happen if they were just flapping at me from two opposite sides? Would it just, like, not... Would I just not move? Alright, sub-tank time. I was gonna see if I could do it without the sub-tank, but clearly not. You're next. Oh, I blew up his shield. And it changed... They must have had to program new AI for that. That's interesting. Unless that was like a debug, like, unless that was something already in the game dummied out or something, I don't know. There's now time for Face Man! The man that is a face. He does not like being stung in the eyes or the nose. It is kind of better to destroy both the eyes first before you destroy the nose, but yeah. No big deal. I wonder if they changed Sigma in any significant way. Okay, there's just one of you. Cool guys don't look at explosions. That was a complete accident. Oh no, this one is Sting Chameleon, okay. Let me see if I can cheese him. There's two of you, of course there are. Well, I am definitely using the weakness weapon then, yeah. Not gonna try to conserve it. And I'm out. As a consequence, I am gonna have to fight the main boss without their weakness. Or at least mostly without. I can probably get some of the energy back during the stage. Fighting the two of them without weakness weapon, that was just gonna be too much of a pain. What the? That's not normal. That looks like the boss, actually, part of the boss sprite, but with the color messed up. How did that happen? Ooh, I actually got quite a bit of the weapon energy back. Two of you! I almost managed to cheese them. That would have been funny. The weapon energy tanks... I was about to say they were only a thing in the classic series, but I think they added them back into the X series. You know what? I think it was X4 that had a weapon energy tank. I think that was when they first started having them in the X series. Yeah, I think it's like the Super Nintendo X games have 4 life sub-tanks. And then the PlayStation ones have 2 life sub-tanks and 1 weapon energy tank. No! Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't think I think the classic series... I don't think the classic series got rid of it once it was introduced. I don't know, it's been a while. I'm not as sure about that. It is funny that they didn't carry it over to the X series right away, though. And this should be Flame Mammoth. There's gonna be 2 of him, aren't there? Yep. They were really sticking together for a bit there. Oh, I didn't even notice that. He does have his nose cut off by default. I don't know why. Although, I notice he's still using the attacks that require the trunk. Maybe they actually did that so they could have a modified version where you can't deny him any of his attacks. Not like the oil slicks that he does with his trunk are all that big of a deal anyway. I think the flamethrower and the jumping around are the bigger threat in the first place. Being able to cut off his trunk seems more like a funny thing you can do than like a way that you're really nerfing the boss in any way. Whew. Got him just as that attack was launching. Nice. I might want to refill that last sub-tank, though. The one I had to use in the Storm Eagle fight. Alright, that'll do. Oh, they changed the music. I guess using Zero's theme here kinda works, given it is a Zero mod. And it's not like that piece of music plays long anyway. There's two of the dogs, aren't there? I was messing with my eyes for a moment, but yeah, I definitely see two of them. Oh boy. I've been expecting you, Zero. It would seem I underestimated you. However, enough of this heroism nonsense. Humanity is beyond salvation. Surely you recall your past. Zero, you were a maverick after all. Well, this is gonna be fun, and by fun I mean pain. I don't want to be too gung-ho with my sub-tanks, because 3 phases of boss fights. I don't want to waste it too early on when I'm being, like, bad at the game. Instead of both dogs having both fire and ice attacks, it would have been cool if one only shot fire and one other only shot ice. That would be cool. I imagine there's probably some programming difficulties with that, but... I mean, I don't even know what exactly it is they're doing to call 2 bosses. I don't know, it probably wouldn't be that hard to do. Would be kind of cool. Oh, good. Okay, there goes that one. Thought you were gonna... Hopefully Sigma's not too different. Sigma, I don't give a damn about my past or being a hero. I fight only for the people I believe in. Nice, Mega Man Zero reference. You heard X. You'll regret making an enemy of me. Go to hell, Sigma. That's... yeah, okay. Not entirely in character. I feel dialogue could use a tiny bit of work there, but... It is what it is. It's hard to write dialogue the same way as, like, the original authors. That's always been something that kind of steers me away from, like, ad-libbing or trying to write for, like, established stuff, is I just, like, worry about not being able to capture the essence of the character the way the original author did. It'd be nuts if there were 2 Sigmas. I would hate that so much. The hard-type mod just made him faster. His wall bounces are, like, faster and he leaps farther. Though in the end, it's pretty much the same. I don't remember what, if any, differences there were with the second phase. I think there were differences with the second phase, actually. I just can't remember exactly. Let's see about the Zero mod, though. Have you changed this fight, or is it the same? The main thing I can think about that's rough with this fight in any version is just that all the attacks hurt a lot. You get hit, it's not a small amount of damage usually. Case in point. Oh my goodness. I should have just sub-tanked sooner. This is a bit of a stumbling point for me, which would have been, like, no issue. This part would be no issue in the original game, but just a slight change there of, like, 2 dogs, and I'm like, oh no. Suddenly this is a lot harder for me. Since you wouldn't be making an official work, you don't think you need to worry about making dialogue fit perfectly, just as long as it's close, I suppose. That's just always been a personal hang-up of mine, though. It's like, if I was gonna do something, I always feel like I wanted to really fit properly. And I would question my ability to do so. Oh. I fast-forwarded a little too much. One thing I've noticed with this fight that I think is different is that they do actually get stunned by the fully charged shot, like the tier 4. Because I don't think they did originally, which was always kind of weird. But I seem to have a memory of specifically having to use the level 3 charged shot if I wanted to stagger them back. Man. I've always found the first form of Sigma more tedious than hard. It's like just jump on the wall, drop down at the right time, and hit him. Rinse and repeat. Yeah, I forgot that. I forgot that the saber that. It's funny that it's called the Z saber when it actually comes from Sigma. Why is it the Z saber in later games anyway? Never really thought about that. Oh, I actually kind of messed up the pattern there. I'm gonna have to use this right away, so that's unfortunate. Ah. Ah, man. Yeah, this attempt is not going well. I'm not great at Sigma, at the final form of Sigma, really. There's a lot of RNG in terms of how aggressive the hands decide to be with their lightning attacks and whatnot. And I just started getting lucky. Okay, that turned out okay. With a bit of luck. Impossible! Zero, why have you forsaken the Maverick so... Why can't you show your true self? Don't mind me just launching my shield. I'll take you with me. This palace will explode. Now perish with me, Zero. No. Goodbye. Is that X's silhouette? No, it's Zero's. Okay. Why is it a shadow? Right at just under the 2-hour mark. Not too bad. Not too bad for my standards. It would be bad by a speedrun standard, but I'm not a speedrunner. After narrowly escaping with his life, Zero stands alone once more. Gone is Sigma's palace. Gone are all the dreams and ambitions of the tyrants once called Sigma. Evil has lost, or so he thinks. From the cliff, Zero reflects on the war and his actions. Was it necessary to spill so much blood? And oil? And X. Zero's thoughts shift to guilt for his partner's suffering. And a single question. What was I fighting for? Good X4, good Mega Man X4 reference. I can't not feel at least a little something anytime I see this, like, running down this highway and this music playing, because I mentioned it earlier, but this, like, Mega Man X was the first video game I ever actually finished and, like, that I ever actually beat as a kid. So it was such a cool feeling actually making it here after... Because it's not like I just beat it in 1 or 2 days. I was not good at the game. I had to keep throwing myself at it over and over again until I eventually got good enough at it, and it's like, man, it was cool to actually get here. Am I done for the night, or am I playing something else? Since this only took like a couple hours as I knew it would, I'm also gonna play a bit of the Mega Man X randomizer. And I actually have a question for you, and anyone else too, if anyone else is lurking in chat, because I actually rolled 2 different seeds for the randomizer. The general stuff that the randomizer can do. Your first finished game was either Super Mario World or Link to the Past. Those are good ones. I think it took me a lot longer to beat either one of those, funnily enough. The randomizer for this kind of like changes, I think, damage values, starting health, amount of health that the bosses have, that kind of thing. And there's a selection of changes to the stages that can randomly show up or not show up. But for the different settings that I chose for the 2 seeds I rolled, and you as Zero, I rolled 1 seed that is called like the puzzle mode, and in it, each of the bosses, each of the Mavericks and all the other bosses have 2 weaknesses, but outside of those 2 weaknesses, they're immune to everything else. So you have to figure out what can actually damage them. And the funny thing is that a number of the attacks count as different things that you might not expect, like the lemons you fire count as a separate attack and a separate potential weakness from the charged up green bolt. Those both count as a separate thing from the 3rd charged up thing, you know, the blue ball you can fire off. Dashing and firing a shot counts as a separate thing. The pink bullets count as a separate thing. The shockwave behind you when you fire the pink bullets that I didn't even know could actually damage enemies, but it can, also counts as a separate potential weakness. And the charged up versions of all the Maverick weapons count as separate from the base weapons. So there's a lot of potential options of what the bosses could be weak to. You have to figure it out. That's puzzle mode. The other seed I rolled does not have the puzzle mode enabled, but what it does have is just complete and utter absolute chaos, because it also randomized the physics Like the walking speed, the dashing speed, the jump velocity, the dash jump velocity, the speed, the screen traveling speed of each individual possible projectile. The graphics are glitchy on purpose. X, we found this surveillance video of Sigma, but I killed him, didn't I? Who is he speaking to? Amazing. Work on my repairs, Doctor, so he is the last of your Wily numbers, and his destiny is with us, huh? So they're implying that Sigma's talking to Wily already. But yeah, it's utter chaos, like the physics are all messed up, the graphics are actually glitchy on purpose. The music that plays in each stage is chosen at random, and the tempo of the song is messed with. The color palette was messed with somewhat randomly, so everything's a different wrong color. It's all just sheer chaos. So, what would you rather see? The puzzle mode seed or the absolute nonsense chaotic mess seed? The chaos seed or the puzzle seed? That question goes out to anyone who might be lurking in chat, but I think you're the only one here. Chaos mode sounds fun to you. I thought you might say that. I'm good with that. I could always check out the puzzle mode one later on sometime as well, if the hard mode mods don't take me as long to get through as I think they might. Oh, but before I move on to that, don't mind that. Before I move on to that, that is the end of the Project Zero mod, so for the YouTube recording, just, you know, thanks for watching and all that. I'm gonna stop the YouTube recording now, and then start a new one for the randomizer. So yeah, thanks for watching this if you did. And it was fun, it was interesting. I liked being able to play as Zero in the original game, and then I'll always take any excuse to revisit it. So that was cool. I'm glad someone made that. But yeah, that's it for that mod, so I'll see you when I see you for whatever else I do, including the randomizer if you decide to watch that too. And take care.